Batista's zoning, I mean, it's just all mid projectile. Mid laser is just being spanned from full screen. And so Tsurugi has that force function. He can just blitz right through. And you do have to worry about lows here and there. 2C for Batista is especially strong because it reaches so far. But, you know, Tsurugi can kind of play that RPS in neutral where he can hop over it if he wants to. And he can get in a lot easier than a lot of other characters. But we'll see exactly how true that is when we get into the first match of the day. Tom Clancy versus Jasson Luna.
Hell yeah, game number one. And I like that you bring up the 2C, right? A lot of other characters you might have to worry about 2A or 2B as these low options, but as far as Batista's concerned, those are, you know, mids, right? So not something that's going to be breaking the armor, but it is something that's going to be breaking the defense here. But still, Tom Clancy waking up with the 2A says, no, let me take my turn back.
Bit of a drop combo right here, but we're all right. Tom Clancy here just sitting for full screen, and there it is. Just gets clipped low. That's the first piece of interaction, the first way to beat that force function, which many seem to say is pretty belligerent, but there are clear counterplay towards it. And now Tom Clancy here stuck in the corner, trying to slide on his way out, spending some meters, staying plus, but just going to respect Jasson right here, probably trying to respect that C flash kick. And now you're getting thrown into the corner, has the vorpal cycle, and is going to get the combo. This should be enough to kill.
Yeah, there we go. You got 100 meter behind it. CS just to get it back off of the grid. Going into the next round, and CDP puts the first round on the board here for Tom Clancy.
I swear that final combo, it almost made me doubt myself that wasn't going to kill.
No, I thought it was mad scaled. I'm not going to lie. I was leaving it to you because I was like, I'm losing a little bit of faith, but we're also losing the grid ability here. Grid break coming out from Tom Clancy. So you have a couple ways to, you know, try and get that situation as Tsurugi, right? You're trying to shield to make sure you can stop his strike throw pressure a little bit earlier, but then he has the hit grab. Obviously, you can tech, but, you know, if you're not looking for it, definitely something that will be making his way on in. But IW for the laser, pushing Tom Clancy back out to the full screen.
Interesting to use the IW right there too. You did get a lot of damage, but now you're removing some really important defensive options as Batista. C flash kick especially is really effective against Tom Clancy's pressure right here as Tom Clancy gets this combo, drops it again, still has this advantage. Nice assault over that fireball, and it's still in your face. However, Jasson has the vorpal cycle on hand, but will not be able to use it as Tom Clancy finds that 2A starter and throws you into the corner, finishing off the game.
There we go. Finish it clean. Game number one. Yeah, we were seeing a couple, you know, good interactions from Jasson there, but otherwise it seemed like Tom making a really good job of a lot of the advancing moves and also the armor. You know, those things not being mutually exclusive in Tsurugi's toolkit, right? You have Dash B, which is an advancing low, you know, that also gets you that full combo. It anti-airs on whiff. You know, the follow-up comes out even if you happen to whiff that first hit. And then, of course, the advancing armor off of that force function, which normally, right, you're thinking, okay, FF, they have to use a little bit of grid to, you know, try and use that move in neutral, because a lot of them end up bringing Tom Clancy forward anyway. The grid cost ends up paying for itself.
Yeah, that is true, and we're seeing it come in full force right now. Grid broken. Jasson Luna will not be able to get this vorpal cycle, and once again, Tom Clancy looking so dominant right now. Jasson, however, stuck him in the corner. Oh no, messes up the pressure string, but still gets that counter hit mash out anyways. Gem is up. We're going to extend the combo here and get a side swap.
There we go. Keep it simple. A ball in your face is pretty bold, right? You know, a big gap for Tom Clancy to try and mash out, but sometimes you gotta make do with the respect. Try and go for the call out. The greedy pressure reset. We're getting a lot of straight hits here. Jasson really, you know, not committing too hard for the full hits.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of straight hits, no full combos as you said, but it's starting to add up as we're seeing right here. Going to spend the meter for the meter end and get you into the corner. Has the orb set up, but it's not going to even hit because that overhead will hit instead as Jasson takes a round against Tom Clancy, the first one of the set. And if you can take a round, you can take a game. If you can take a game, you can take a set. But this is not looking good to start it off. Tom Clancy immediately starting off with that metered special, getting right in. And if it is blocked, it is still plus. So it is a true neutral skip from round start.
Yeah, and obviously we're making a lot of good use of the armor using the shield, but now we're seeing the shield function, right? Just getting so much grid off of all of these, you know, shielded normals. Jasson, you know, not really threatening run-up throw, so easy Celestial here for Tom Clancy for the CS throw. Back out to the mid-screen, not able to concentrate in time to win the next cycle, though.
Going to spend some meter for the Garthar to get off of me, but an anti-air coming from Tom Clancy. C flash kick out. Actually, that's not C flash kick. That's just a regular flash kick. Either way, still out of the pressure. Life is even. And now you have to respect this Batista pressure as it just wails on top of you.
Nice. I like to pick up off the 2C, 3B, 2A. Decent amount of damage here. One touch on both of these sides, especially with all the meter right behind it. Clancy waiting for this cycle. Not quite Celestial, but you have chain shift any opportunity to try and look for this gap.
And still not finding it, spending some green shields here and there, trying to find an opening, but again, just playing patient. Doesn't have to approach if he doesn't have to, and finds an opportunity to get out. No full combo, tries to go for a throw, but it gets jumped, blocks the crosses, but doesn't block that final hit as Jasson secures a counter hit to secure that first game for him, evening it up 1-1. And I'm liking a lot of adaptations that Jasson was doing in that set. Initially, there was a lot of really smart things that TheRealTomClancy was doing to avoid those fireballs, to avoid those lasers by just jumping assault. And that basically just goes right over and gives him a full combo afterwards from jump in. But what Jasson was doing in response was, throw out the fireball, then just jump up air to air and get a combo from there.
Yeah, exactly. We're seeing a decent amount more air movement coming out from the Batista here, right? Jasson, even using a couple more of the B drills, a lot of times not really needing, that second overhead, right? The initial jump-ins working on TheRealTomClancy here, but let's see. As we get used to the first overhead, let's see if we can block the second, just running right up behind the A-ball from full screen. But again, Tom's so good about winning the grid every single time. Not a lot of, run-up grabs or grid breaks represented here from Jasson.
As you say that, a grab coming from TheRealTomClancy, and Jasson actually doing a good job at avoiding it. Oh, wow. Actually, just a counter hit, and now that was a very favorable trade, throwing you into this combo. Jasson has the orb set up, the DP coming out. TheRealTomClancy has been known to have extremely good DP sense, knows exactly when to break out, and there was not a single one that has been blocked so far.
God help. Yeah, this is a lot of meter for Jasson right now. Should be able to secure the next cycle. That brought you back into the corner with the veil off. This is a big spend for all the meter, but you're really trying to secure this round right now. So much time left on the veil off, and the 2-3-6-C up against the wall with the Cabedon. TheRealTomClancy on set point.
I love that from TheRealTomClancy. It's like, I spent change shift, has the meter for it. It's like, why not? At best, I'm plus, and I take my turn back.
Oh my god, did you see that? The ICJC. So these C normals, right? If you increase them on Tsurugi, get a little bit of armor, get a little bit of guard point as well to go on through the keep away attempts from Jasson. Able to tech out of the corner, but still gets caught up on the other side. Beautiful pickup with the dash B.
Yeah, it's going to be getting closer and closer to that 200 meter. Has so much resources on hand and should be able to close it out here. CVO just for the finish right here. No, as I say that,
my god.
Into IW, and now is going to face this combo. All that meter drained from him. Nice attack on the gold though. And Jasson just backing up right now, cannot take another hit, and that will be it. TheRealTomClancy finds it with a single 2B.
And I imagine this is kind of muscle memory from the previous version, right? TheRealTomClancy able to take it 2-1 and move on to the next round, but every time you give Argen the opportunity to make his way in and finally land that hit, it is going to be doing a ton of damage. But all right, heading on into it, the set is ready, and so are the players. We got Ruric versus Argen for our next match.
It's loading in right now. And I know Ruric actually skipped out on last week's Aegis Esports, so is back and is ready to show his stuff yet again. Immediately backing up, doesn't want to engage with the wall scene right away, and actually going for some concentrates here and there because he can kind of afford to. Wall scene doesn't have that much of a full screen presence. He does have those new moves, but it's not enough to really threaten Yuzu from the ranges she likes to play at. And now you are thrown into this full screen, this corner combo right here. Going to drop it early too. Just going for that reset. Has Warple, has chain shift. We're just playing patient. Yuzu doesn't have a lot of mix, but what she excels at is an extremely powerful frame trap game.
Yeah, playing super aggressive with the seals here. It's easy to be like, oh, why is Ruric running in when he can just stay at the full screen and force Argen to approach, right? But you have to consider the grid of all these back dashes, these back jumps, getting sniped out by Argen. It's not a full confirm here, and now we get a grid break low.
Yeah, another grid break that has not... That's not going to feel good if you are Argen right now. And a throw to finish it off. Ruric could have extended that combo too because Yuzu's throws can combo afterwards. So it would have been overkill either way. Argen immediately though gain a command grab to start off this round. And now you have to guess the 50-50s.
SPD to the corner, counter hit.
Alright, solid combo right here. Both players with a full stick of bar on a deck. And I love how Argen is just shielding all of this. Because Yuzu doesn't have much mix, you can kind of safely shield a lot of what she does. And now look how much Vorpal he has gained. He's going to get Celestial from this. And this is going to do a big buff to his damage.
There we go with the God Press Celestial. Extra damage and all the meter you could want in the world does not go into any IW shenanigans. But no, the grid just gradually running on out. How are we going to make use of the meter?
And just sitting at full screen, still going to win this Vorpal cycle. And I love how he spent it right there too. He spent it at a time where the Vorpal cycle just won again in his favor. And so he denied Ruric getting any Vorpal afterwards if he just spent that a little bit earlier. It's that awareness around the Vorpal gauge that's so important when you play this game.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to give Ruric any opportunity to CS and make his way back out of the corner, but flips himself into the corner, catches out the toes from Argen, trying to approach here. 200 meter again, up a piece, and Ruric seals out the cycle clean.
Ooh, nice box. Oh no! Big counter hit. Argen try to press right there, and now you're going to pay for that full meter on deck as a chain shift, and we're just going to spend a regular metered ender right there and just jumping back, staying safe, and there it is. Perfect to take that first game for Ruric.
Yeah, I knew that IW wasn't going to be able to kill in the corner, so you're like, okay, let me get some guaranteed damage while I can, make it a one-touch situation, while still having an, 100 extra meter, 125 with the Vorpal refund, just in case I need an EX to try and scramble out here. But like you said, first game over to Ruric. Let's see if we can change the story heading into game number 2.
Yeah, what I'm seeing right now, again, it's just like the same story you see with every wall scene versus Yuzu matchup. Yuzu right here, controlling the pace of the game, sitting back, zoning, throwing out her specials back to back, and you just kind of have to figure out where the gap is, and once you find that gap as wall scene, you can kind of snowball. We saw it for a bit with like that second round, but it didn't really see to completion as Argen did get interrupted midway by Ruric, and now Ruric is setting this pace yet again with this pressure, going to win the Vorpal cycle, has 100 meter on the table, and that is going to be an overhead punish. Another solid combo for Ruric, putting more damage on the table, and Argen, this is not looking good for him at all.
Yeah, there we go, enforcing the pressure. 200 meter to your name. Don't even need the EX for it. No chain shift required for extra meter. We go into this potential final round with a full stick of EX.
Yeah, that's going to be a really good situation for Ruric to be in. Argen, though, going to get this knockdown. Now you're going to deal with this pressure. There's the command grab coming out. And now starting back all over again. Oh, no! Missed space just a bit. And Argen getting punished. It's going to be a red beat combo, but it's okay. Gets the knockdown either way. And Ruric, once again, still holding on to this meter. He can spend it at any moment.
He was so far ahead on the cycle here, but a couple well-placed shields from Argen. Oh, yeah, you spent the CS, so in the middle of the combo, not able to, charge up any grid. Cycle still goes to Ruric here, but in the middle of the combo, it's not going to save you. Now we're tied up on the rounds.
Yeah, towards the end, Ruric didn't really need to spend too much meter. He kind of like, okay, I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to secure the next round. And if I get an opening, I get an opening. But now we're going into this next round of Ruric, once again, setting the pace. Cross up. Nice throw there, and this is going to go to a full combo. One thing about Yuzu, too, is that she has such incredible combo stability. So that's what makes it so scary to play against this character as a wall stain, because the moment she gets a hit, you're going into a full combo.
CSTB into the corner. Brings us back out to mid-screener, but of course Ruric has the side swap routes available, trying not to do too many of these air slashes, knowing, they're all mids, right? Doesn't matter if you shield high or low. Secures the cycle either way for Argen, but still eating a little bit of damage for it.
We're going to spend it right there. Once we still have 100 meter on deck, and I think what Ruric wants right now is, because having 100 meter, he has access to C/, a very fast, large range special that basically covers the entire screen. So just having that as an excellent whiff punish tool is really important, especially against wall scene with this big body character trying to get in. And unfortunately, Argen will not be able to get in as Ruric takes that set 2-0 and looking so strong.
Basically have Uni 2 brackets throughout the entire week, right? It is a damn good time to be a Uni 2 gamer. If you can't make one, don't worry, there's probably one tomorrow or the next day. But speaking of, we got the next top 8 qualifier match, Defiant versus BigBlack. And is this Carmine versus Tsurugi. Okay, if you had told me that it would be these two characters at the beginning of Uni 2, I think a lot of us would definitely be surprised, right? But, you know, Defi, familiar with the rest of the cast from previous versions of the game, has really been enjoying Carmine in this version as a kind of one-turn character. But BigBlack, you know, we know him for the Byakuya, so I wonder what the thought is going with the switch here.
Yeah, BigBlack has actually been practicing Tsurugi a lot lately. Whenever you see BigBlack in one of these Aegis esports brackets, he's actually playing that Tsurugi. He's practicing this character, and he's slowly getting better at it, but you have a big hill to climb, especially when you have Defiant playing Carmine, one of the strongest characters in this current version, at least what people think is one of the strongest characters in this version. And Carmine, and I know that Defiant has played a bit of Carmine in the past as well in Uni Clear, and we're seeing this come through. Defiant here with a good lead, but BigBlack taking it back just a bit, finds a combo, and is going to have full meter, going to have the Vorpal as well, and you're going to have to respect him.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well spend, right? Even after getting a hit, you still secure the cycle. So CS on the wake up, going to get you a little bit of meter back, assess the options, but I like the walk back from Defi. Just try and space out right outside of any of these normals to try and Abarion out of here.
Plus on block. Oh, nice counter hit right there. And I think he's going to kill. He can build enough meter for a meter ender. Not quite.
Yeah, opts to just hold on to the chain shift, see if we can extend pressure elsewhere. Otherwise, not going to be enough damage to kill. So you want to hold on to it, build up a little bit of meter here. You're really trying to kill before the CS comes back up. But even on the plus frames, you still got to be careful of the DD.
Yeah, the problem right now is what you're seeing right here is that Defiant can really just shield a lot of what BigBlack is doing because Tsurugi doesn't have a lot of mix. He does have some overheads here and there, but they're very telegraphed and very reactable. And yeah, BigBlack knows that. He's not going for these overheads because he knows Defiant's going to block them. He knows Defiant is going to punish them, and he's just trying to go for the strike throw, frame trap mix instead. And it is working here in the start of this round, but it didn't work in that last round. So it might not be something that's super consistent against Defiant right now. BigBlack has the Vorpal gauge, can use chain shift as a defensive option if he needs to. 1, 2, sets up the blood puddles, and now it's his turn. Defiant can really just do anything, goes for a throw instead. Party time, yeah, there's so much on the screen right now. You have to respect Carmine so much, especially when you have 2 puddles on you.
Yeah, exactly. Finally makes your way back out to the mid-screen here, but still bounce up off the wall, trying to stick you with that blood prism. The blood puddle's not able to open up BigBlack just yet, and still 100 meter CS to his name. Let's see what we can make of it. It's 2-3-6-C, and a decent chunk of the change going into round number 3.
And you know what? In the end, I think Defiant really, BigBlack could really just play patient, right? That's exactly what he did. He just played patient because he let Defiant hang himself. Defiant is spending so much health trying to open you up, and when you're not being opened up, that health is just disappearing in thin air, and BigBlack can just afford to wait. Nice block on that overhead. Actually, jumps that throw, doesn't get a full combo afterwards, but it doesn't matter. Thrown back into the corner, tries to roll out, throw back into the corner. Defiant is not letting BigBlack escape at all.
Yeah, I like the way that Defi's structuring the pressure here. You know that it's super tempting to try in 3D to roll out against the Carmine. It didn't work. You tried to take to the skies with a Kirby down B, but it wasn't enough. The surfboard caught out with the blood rain, and now that's game number 1 over to Defi. So back and forth already.
Yeah, and Defiant has such good spacing knowledge against Tsurugi. He knows exactly what BigBlack wants to do at these distances. He knows that when he has 100 meter, he's going to try to use that neutral skip at any moment he can. He knows that when he doesn't have full meter, he's probably trying to go for that slide. So he spaces it out just enough to where he can react to it and then stuff it accordingly. As we just keep on seeing, whenever BigBlack tries to go for these risky options, Defiant is there to call it out.
There we go, send out the 6B, just a little blood spike here, stand right on top of the puddle, trying to scout out these green shields.
Defiant pushing BigBlack slowly into the corner, but BigBlack leaving with an explosive comeback, and here we are. Now the sides are swapped. Oh no, gets DP'd into the face. Still gets the Vorpal cycle, however, so I'm still feeling pretty good about this. Green shields trying to push Carmine out just a bit more. Defiant still keeping this pressure going.
Ooh, 2-3-6-C, my beloved with the screen freeze, full confirm off of the wall bounce here, secures the cycle as well. CS ready for this next pressure reset.
Finds the final hit to take that round. There you go, BigBlack on the map. But just needs to win 1 more round right now.
Yeah, we saw the attempt at the EX Blood Rain, you know, out of the corner. I wonder if we were trying to catch out a rebeat from BigBlack, but instead got the shield to the face here. BigBlack trying to tie it up. Should be able to secure the cycle as well. Runs up for the throw, but it's not enough to get the grid in time.
There it is. Change Jeff sees the red miss. All right, 2-3-6C, I'm in. Full combo.
Man, there we go. Okay. The grab, they are techable.
Yeah, don't. If you don't tech it, you have to do push-ups. It is required by law.
Little gold throw action here. A little CS off the instant overhead. There we go. Pick up into the blood puddle. Once again, the pinwheels coming out from the ground. So much meter on the side of Defi, but not quite enough for the IW. So we go for Veil off. Try to seal it out right here.
And there's a throw. Waited for the shield and reacted accordingly. Defiant has a round here, evening up game 2. Now BigBlack is getting closer and closer to going into losers.
Yeah, we are all play careful.
Oh no, the throw into the corner. Same story as every single round so far. And once you're in the corner against like a Carmine, you have to pray for your life. Has change shift on deck. 1, 2, blood pills charge up, concentrate just a bit, get that grid cranked up, and tries to roll. Oh, nice dash to catch that roll.
Ooh, I wonder what we caught out with the counter hit here. Caught on the toes, trying to escape the corner. The roll didn't get punished, but now you're still stuck in the blood prison. It's guess for game. Defi has CS to build up this 100-meter hit grab. Does not find the mark. Ooh, matching us through a couple well-played shields to BigBlack. Knocking the doors. No one's home. 6H still blocked though.
Oh no, tries to go for the command grab, but messes up the spacing. BigBlack's going to get a full combo off of this, and could stage a comeback right here. Has the Vorpal, has the meter, but has to play careful. Defiant can just take one single hit. One successful mash out will spell the end of BigBlack. There it is, ending their turn because of the gold throw being tacked. And now this is such an awful position to be in. 2-3-6C in, being plus. But has Celestial on deck, has change shift, tries to roll out. BigBlack trying to keep him locked in.
Okay, dash B into the force function, try and catch on something with the armor. Nothing is able to open up Defi here, gradually losing health after health with the chip damage you're taking off of using your own moves. Veil off to try and seal it out here. BigBlack is a decent health lead to try and come back with, but with the dash B, it brings it back. We are 1-1. We almost went to time, Salty.
Man, Defiant, just an impenetrable wall. This is just bringing back memories of the option selects that were so rampant in UNI clear. It feels like we haven't had a timeout in a long time with this game, and we almost had it right there. BigBlack just cannot open up Defiant. And again, like as I was saying before, Tsurugi doesn't have a lot of mix-up options. Has to go for those frame traps, has to go for those strike throws, because the command grab is reactable, the overheads are reactable, and when blocked, they usually just end your turn. And Defiant knows that, can just play patient, wait for BigBlack to just hang himself, because what are you supposed to do against a person that you can't open up?
Ooh, and I like that shield right at the end of the cycle there, just waiting for Defi to toss out the 6B. Just barely secures the cycle right at the end there. Should be able to do it one more time. Defi, do we run up for the throw? No! Okay, so you thought that we would be looking for the throw, tried to go for the preemptive tech and catch it out with run up to A, but no, instead BigBlack, like you're saying, Salty, just so solid on the defense, not gonna bite unless absolutely needed. Now it's overhead into CS.
Nice block right there, but yeah, no, that is Carmine's turn. I have a neutral skip as well. Shield in your face. Nice punish with that guard thrust back into the corner. I like that spinning meter, and now back into a position that Carmine wants you to be in.
There we go, stuck up against the corner. Carmine's got CS and 100 meter behind it as well. Scared of the pinwheels.
Nice blocks, but BigBlack going to have to find a way out at some point. And where do you get out against this pressure? It just seems like it's endless. There's a tech coming out. That seemed a little late, but we are out regardless. Block on the overhead. Okay, he has the meter cancel that, because if you don't, that is punishable.
Yep. There we go, right after the assault, catches out the attempt at the throw tech from Defi. A little red B combo here, dash B. Once again, into the force function, keeping your turn up with the CS backdash. Finds no attempt at the bait, so Defi opting to use the grid thrust.
Now we're seeing something similar to the round before, and now Defiant maybe trying to look for, Defiant or BigBlack trying to look out for a timeout, and BigBlack might finish this one!
6B, but it's not, it's not BigBlack, just barely a sliver of health more, and now off on the timeout, it's that point.
Defiant knew he had to make moves and make them fast, trying to go for a throw, but it didn't work out. BigBlack knew exactly what he tried to go for. There's a grid break, and BigBlack, yeah, going to have to cancel that again. Going to be punishable if he doesn't.
Yep. Okay, double 6B, immediate cancel into the force function this time. Surf, more take to the skies. Defiant holding on strong, and look at the grid we got up from holding that defensive sequence so close to Celestial, but Fime just sealing out the cycle.
Sealing out the cycle, and so much potential meter on a deck. Oh no, this is dead. No way this does not kill. Blood Prison, VO, IW. Yeah, there it is. Simple as that. Defiant has all the time in the world.
I do wonder why we did that spend there. I guess off the Blood Prison, that is what you need to do to be able to kill. But, you know, going into the round with a decent meter disadvantage. So now, you know, playing a little bit more passive in the round start, waiting for your meter to come back up, get a little bit from winning the grid, and jumps on over the JC punish.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, Carmine builds meter like crazy. He's constantly doing so many special moves in your face, as we're seeing right now. And look, I mean, like, that meter just came back so fast. Blood Prison out, and he still has almost enough for 100 meter. He's going to get it right here. Is he going to spend afterwards? No, he's not. Just going to go for a simple concentrate, get that grid. Oh, no, never mind. There's the Blood Prison at the end. And now set up once again. What's the final mix going to be? Will BigBlack be opened up? Almost, but doesn't fully convert.
Yeah, exactly. Looking for the stagger window there, trying to catch out the roll, but again, not quite fast enough. Didn't go for the hard bait. It's difficult to try and call that 3D unless you're going specifically to try and bait it, and a big delay in your pressure. Tries to 236C, but the puddle coming up from the ground seals it out for Defiant. It's 2-1 to move on to winner's side, top 8. On the Waldstein.
It is funny that you talk about, like, picking up new characters, because you have Masoma, on the other hand, like, picking up Kuon the week of a Frosty and almost making top 8 with that. I'm like, but I mean, like, Masoma's like a bit of a different player, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, being able to put in the time, I feel like, you know, something we don't talk about is the meta skill of learning how to learn. Masoma, definitely a master of that, but Tanasinn and Salty, sticking on the old mains from the previous version, says, no, I'm trying to refine my character with all the new tools that we got. J6B with the clash here at the mid screen.
Once again, oh yeah, we're just concentrating from full screen, trying to win this whirlpool, cycle, and that's exactly what happens for Salty right now, optimizing this combo to the full. So that's one thing you're going to notice about Salty, is that he loves to optimize. He is a lab monster. So if you see him get a combo, that's going to be optimized. You can bet your soul on that. And there it is, a grid break, has a lot of meter on deck. Not going to spend it after this, I don't think. Yeah, just going to go for a normal steer ender to get that hard knockdown.
Yeah, Steer Ender is nice, you know, just to try and secure the Oki, especially towards the end of the round. You go for the long combo and make sure you get really strong Oki. You don't really need to win the cycle too much. I mean, it would be nice for the meter, but trying to look for that last hit. Tanasinn making it incredibly hard, though, especially with 200 meter to his name.
Gets the punish. Oh, tries to go for an air command grab, trying to bait out a jump from Salty, and there's a throw punishing that fireball. Now, suddenly, things are looking a lot scarier for Salty, but Salty, no fear, running right in. You have to respect these fireball frame traps, and then the throw comes out. That's one of Akatsuki's strong suits, that frame traps. Those frame traps, those strike-throw mix that you have to worry about. Like, you don't know when the pressure ends until you just get pelted by, like, 2As, 5As, and then a throw comes out. And a throw comes out for Tanasinn right here. 1 flip, 2 flip, 3 flips. On the ground you go, concentrating a bit more. Going to win the Vorpal cycle. No! Does it? Salty gets a hit right there with a charge JC from the corner right there.
Yep, 200 meter build, grid secured here. You're going to be grid booking for quite some time. So now we're going into the side swap. EX Tatsu for, you know, red B conversion here. Still running for the strike throw. Guy, it's so scary here. You're terrified of the rebeats, terrified of the run up throw. And even when he finally spaces himself back out, bam, projectile plus frames, and he does it all over again. Salty takes that first game.
Yeah, such a simple pressure sequence, but it's such an incredibly strong pressure sequence. Akatsuki has some of the best rebeats in the game, has some of the best spacing traps in the game, and that is the character. And when you're stuck in the corner like that, there's nowhere to go. And also even in the mid-screen too. Like, Akatsuki can get set up just as easily in the mid-screen as we were seeing before. And now we're going into the second game with Salty looking so strong. Tanasinn, however, has been having some shines of genius right here.
Yeah.
And steer ender right here. Hard knockdown once again. Doesn't have to worry about his forward because he's just keeping Tanasinn in the corner, really threatening his throw right here. So Tanasinn not actually shielding a lot. And there's the counter hit throw that Tanasinn was looking for. Now it's time to get started. Jumps over the fireball sequence. And there it is. More damage on the table. We're getting pushed back so far. And when you're pushed back so far like that, Salty can just pelt you with these fireballs, stay plus, and then rush back in with his incredible dash normals.
Yep, little reset with the J6C, but still ends up getting 360 seed for your troubles. I think, you know, a couple weeks back, we saw Tanasinn be very conservative about using that invincible reversal, right, on the wake up. But now, you know, realizing the strength, saying, no, I gotta fight back out to the mid screen. Using it a lot more, but still Salty brings you right on back. J6C after the CS, no one home. Tanasinn holding on strong to the defense, just waiting for this next cycle, but Salty finds the hit just in time.
There it is. Salty on a set point, about to qualify into top 8. Now we're just sitting back, playing patient, trying to pelt out fireballs, and there it is. Tanasinn using that fear as a weapon.
Oh my god, you tried to dash under EX projectile, but no, it falls on deaf ears. The 100-meter loss to the void. And speaking of meter, that CS gets you so much off the grid here for Tanasinn.
Bit of a drop right there, which is so unfortunate. Tanasinn trying to back up, trying to gain more, trying to create more distance between them, and Salty Goku's like, nah, dashes in, 2B, hits you low, full combo, and now you're just stuck in this blender. Yep, there it is. Anti-air, get out of the air. There's a no-fly zone. Oh my gosh, we're just waking up with the invincible throw yet again. 1 flip, 2 flips, and 3 flips back down on the ground with you.
Oh, I like the jump back JB there from Tanasinn, trying to catch the skies. We've been seeing a lot of J6C from Salty Goku, so trying to be proactive. Now you're in throw range. One more strike could do it, and Salty qualifies for winner's side top 8. Frame 7 guard point, that's been the talk of the town here as we head into our first game of UNI 2 top 8, Carp versus Defiant.
I wonder if what Defiant wants from this matchup is maybe Enkidu's like 6xF as you just said before, but also just like the counters as well, because I feel like he like with Carmine he can really struggle to. Wait, what is going on? I guess we're playing. Okay. Defiant just has such a strong aura that he can just walk Carp to the other side of the screen just like that. Well, Defiant is putting on the pressure over. Carp tries to roll out, and that gets punished hard by Defiant. Enkidu is a high damage character, and when he hits hard, he hits hard. I mean, look at this damage. Hasn't even spent any meter yet. Is going to get change shift, so might not even need to, but will spend it anyways. Tries to change shift at the end, trying to refund a bit, but doesn't end up working out. Still though, Defiant here with 125 meter on deck and opens up Carp immediately.
Yeah, made your way over to the corner, and I mean, like, you know, weak aura, I hold back. Strong aura, I hold forward. Carp finally holding forward out of the corner, making a TP escape on out, but yeah, each of these slashes that you're using to hold down the space, right? Obviously, in the stance, you don't have, you know, highs and lows, you just have mid, so some well-placed shields from Defi, holding on to the cycle as best as he can.
And was going to spend it right here, trying to keep this going, and Defiant not breaking. Now you're back in the pressure. Great blocks from Carp. Nice green shields too to push Enkidu back a bit. Enkidu does have some sloppy normals and specials, but Defiant is making it not seem like that's the case. Knockdown in the corner. What's it going to be? Chain shift, and that's going to be a punish right there.
EX leap out for a little invul action. Carp trying to seal this cycle back. There we go. Off of the hit. Just barely enough grid block strain to secure that CS. 200 meter on both sides, though.
Immediately, there's a throw. There's going to be a combo afterwards. I don't think IW is going to kill because the damage is so scaled right here. As we're seeing right here, like, hits are doing 3 damage each. That is not a good sign. And that is not something you want to spend your meter on, but Carp doesn't need to. Carp can just back up like we're seeing right now, and Defiant is going to have to find some way to get in. Defiant, though, oh my gosh, force function coming out, but no, it is getting air to air to buy Carp, and Carp going to this next round with full meter on a deck available for him to use. And once again, when you have Yuzu with 100 meter, you have access to C Slash, which is a great whip punish tool and can be used to check opponents trying to approach you, which is what Defiant is trying to do, because Defiant has to make some risky plays like these assault jump-ins, and that will actually end up working out for Defiant. And we're spending some meter here to toss Carp into the corner.
There you go, CS available, especially off the rebeats too. If Carp goes for anything too risky, you got the 5DD waiting for you. Still going to be able to secure another cycle. Use the EX because you got that refund as well. Block out the VO. Defiant. No drops here. We got a full confirmed for game number 1. Okay. Yeah, I kept the aggression on towards the corner in that last interaction. It's like, okay, I have the meter, you know, I don't know where the gap is going to be. Let me try and go for the VOOS, tech the throw, you know, VO through a strike, but still not able to find anything there.
Yeah, Defiant here, one game to Defiant's name right now, approaching this winner's finals spot, and Defiant wants this so bad because Defiant hasn't gotten a first place finish in one of these online tournaments in such a long time. I think February 10th, I think, with TNS was the last time Defiant got a first place finish, so it's been a bit since then, and we're making it work with the Enkidu, but Carp here starting off this game strong, and that's a good start for Carp, but Carp has to keep this momentum up, which can easily slip away, as we've been seeing so far with Defiant. The moment that Defiant gets in, then it feels like it's over immediately.
Oh no, and it's so over. You had the cycle. You even got it towards the end there, but the grid break trying to go for that high shield. Carp pushed to the corner already. Grid so much in Defiant's favor here. Scared to try and go for shield again. You got grid broken the last time. Decent amount of meter on both sides though.
Trying to shimmy here and there. Carp holding down, back, blocking like no Uni player has ever had to do. And there it is, trying to use the C slash, but immediately Defiant knows what Carp is up to. There's the parry coming out, and here's a full conversion, just gains IW barely in the nick of time. And Carp surviving with so little. Text the goal throw. His turn has chain shift, has celestial, and this combo can do a lot of damage the next opening he gets, but who knows when that next opening is going to be. Again, Yuzi doesn't have a lot of mix, now has to back up, try to frame trap Defiant, but Defiant holding back, needs to keep this lead, which is slowly slipping away.
There we go, secures the cycle once again. Defi playing so patient, looks for the parry CS. Carp right on through the leap. It's set point for Defi.
Alright, we're starting this one off strong.
Ooh, parry on the VO, ready for the pickup too. Carp not feeling too great about that one. We're trying to keep this going as long as possible to wait out the VO, but a whip on the EX is going to give Carp the opportunity to fight back. Do we cash out into the IW? Indeed, we do. Try and even up that life lead, but still a decent amount to go here if you're Carp.
Has to back up, and the problem here is that, oh, never mind, counter hit. He is going to go into a full combo right here. Defiant, though, you have to respect, because there's 200 meter on the table. Here's some teleport mix-ups here and there. A punish from Defiant, trying to call out that teleport or trying to approach. And there it is. Carp taking a round. Still in the competition, still in the game. You just want to stay as safe as possible or go for risky plays like these. Counter hits back and forth, and there it is, the hit that Carp wants.
Yeah, I wonder if leap to the air into the air dash over was a bait on 6FF. You know, one of those moves from Enkidu that you really have to have specific counterplay for. You leave these 7-frame gaps and all of a sudden you're getting smoked. It makes trying to hit anything in neutral so scary sometimes. There we go with the sword right over into CS, trying to look for any whip punish on Defiant, but still holding down back, gets caught out of the dash block. You have the meter to close it out. CBO IW keeps it simple, and now we're tied up 1-1.
There you go. Defiant didn't even get a chance to use that meter, as Carp is staying alive in the competition. Needs to win one more game. Carp has taken first place here before, so you cannot count Carp count Carp out just yet. Defiant, however, still sticking with their guns, sticking with the Enkidu, and you know what? I respect it. It's been doing such a great job so far in this set, but Carp is starting to make the adjustments. As you said before, like baiting out a lot of these options that was kind of beating out Carp in that first game, in that first few rounds.
Yeah, there we go. Game number 3. This one's for all the marbles here to try and stay in the winner's side. Damn, they realize they're on the Yuzu champion. Yeah, Carp just decided to win there going into game number 2, and it seems like the decision is still staying strong for this next one. So much meter built. Defi trying to make his way on in, but what do we do? Finds a shield, but no, it's not enough. Okay. Oh my god, we have really secured the cycle though.
Yeah, we are just shielding everything at this point. That's going to be a Celestial, I believe. Yeah, there it is. Just barely.
Ooh, 6FF 511 CS ready for it too.
And a full meter on the table immediately. Huge cash out, huge reward. Yep. And VO, I think that's the first successful Carp VO that we've seen so far. Every single time it's been baited out by Defiant, but Defiant can't bait out everything. Throw in the corner. VO is going to time out. And oh my gosh, we are getting out of there with that big button as Carp takes this full combo. Not going to be enough to kill. Needs to find one more opening, but has the health advantage to not have to worry about that all too much.
Yeah, and you just have to walk back to avoid the VO. Now you're in one-touch situation. In this first round, you're just swiping at this guy's Carp. Doesn't have to worry about the grid here. All you need is that one last touch. But still secures the grid either way.
Thank God you don't have chip damage in this game.
Not able to kill off of it. At least the green shield on the way down. No way to punish as Carp is falling as well. Waiting for 100 to come back up. 6FF. Does it find the mark? So we do it again. 12 force function. 200 meter in the bank. CS available. Can we get the kill here with a CVO? Defi goes EX to IW to put another round on the board.
And there it is. One of the coolest EX IWs in the game.
Yep.
Big explosion. That's going to be it. Defiant holding on with not even a pixel. That was just like nothing. Defiant holding on by nothing and still taking that round. And what was looking so dominant for Carp is now starting to slip away. And we're starting to see another strong round start for Carp, but these comebacks are really putting a hamper to his playstyle right now.
Yeah, Defi defying death. Now they're on set point, just waiting out this stance from Carp here. It's scary, right? There were so many opportunities in the last round to try and close it out, but the defense was so strong, even with the 0 HP situation. Now Carp feeling a little bit scared to try and throw out a lot of these Yuzu normals, right? Like, oh man, if we find the well-placed shield, it's going to be another grid situation into 200 meter. You don't want to give Defi those resources, but finally finds the pickup here to bring you back into the corner.
All right, once again, we're playing that patient game that we've been seeing so much before. And we're just concentrating from full screen. This is Under Night, baby.
Yeah, trying to win the grid war. Runs up. CS still available for a little extra meter on top, but I think Defi just going to hold on, secure the next cycle for it.
Oh, tries to go for a guard thrust, and that just gets baited out from Carp. No punish. Not really much you could do there because of the teleport recovery. And we're just hopping right over, baiting out maybe an assault from Defiant. I think that's what it was. Once again, trying to concentrate from full screen. Defiant, however, winning that Vorpal cycle. Tries to rush in. I think that's that. We're going to get build enough meter. There it is. IW. Make sure it killed.
There we go. It's fine to spend the 200 there. You just want to make sure. We've seen Defi come back from worse, right? Even in just that previous round. So if you have the meter to try and secure that kill, absolutely you will do it. And now we're on final game, final round here. Caught up on a swipe.
And once again, Carp setting the pace of the match. Defiant has to be the one to respect this. And nice block on that overhead bait too, like overhead into low. But Defiant here, finally finding a hit. Here's the side swap. Lots of damage in the corner. Spending the meter for the knockdown. Blocks on the overhead.
Yep.
And Defiant here, like a landlord, knocking on your door, and rent is 3 months overdue. And Carp here, standing strong. Mash out, and any successful mash out with Yuzu in the corner will lead into a guaranteed side swap, as we see right here.
Yeah, there we go again, losing the cycle just barely off of the concentrate. Defi trying to hold on, get something off of the CS, but playing patient here. Nothing too crazy. You got 50 seconds on the clock. You don't have to rush your way in on the approach, which is what has been catching you out every single time with a lot of these C-Batos.
And we're seeing something similar to the round before, that Defiant just squeaked by and won by the hair. And now
the TP behind was cheeky. No full confirm off the CS.
Oh no, that's dead.
There we go.
There we go.
Actually cheat the sword. Okay, okay.
And Akatsuki is kind of the same way, a bit of an all-rounder as well. Definitely more specialized than Hyde, but they have like a bit of a similar fireball rush in playstyle, and we're going to be seeing a bit of it right here. One thing you're going to have to notice too is that you want to keep in mind watching this set how Toast manages the grid cycle, because as Hyde you want to be using your force functions for pressure, for neutral, and unfortunately using force functions expends that grid, and Toast has to play like kind of like toe the line between using those force functions and maintaining the grid advantage, which he will not be able to as Salty Goku secures that first cycle and gets a grid break, which effectively wins him the second cycle as well. I love that he used that C Fireball too to beat out the force function and get right in Toast's face, where he will open up yet again, hit another purple cycle and gets that Spear Ender for that hard knockdown. Doesn't really have to worry about the grid loss because he has such a huge grid advantage right now, and now you're just seeing Fireball after Fireball. Blocks the A tosses but doesn't mash, and Salty still keeping this pressure up and so suffocating, but manages to find a way out, mashing out, and here's a full combo. Going to do a lot of damage too because he has Celestial and he has a ton of meter on the table. That's 4.3k damage in the mid screen, and now you are in the corner where you're locked down by Hyde. Doesn't block the overhead, and that is it. Toast on the verge of defeat takes down Salty in just 2 combos, really.
Yeah, you said it better than I ever could, right? A quick round here coming out from Toast, just keeping the pressure on, even with the grid bleed that you were talking about earlier, right? These FFs tied to a lot of really strong options from Hyde here, and it doesn't even matter at how much grid you're bleeding, especially when you find that green shield into grid break. Salty fighting back, trying to tie it up here.
Alright, and just going to go for a full combo right here. Spear Ender, Veil off, going to start running out, and that it will. Toast won't get a ton of damage off of this conversion, and he's going to have to, he's going to have to dash in, get that Oki afterwards. Go for something risky too. 214A on your wake up, and there it is. C Fireball coming out. Salty, gain the full combo, gain the cross up, and now you're stuck in the corner. Is it going to be a throw afterwards? We'll see. We've been seeing it so many times. Toast has yet to tech a single one.
There you go, fights back. The AB Ender wasn't enough for the Oki that you needed to secure this round. CVO to double XX. EXIW. Toast should be able to seal this out for the first game here in Winners Top 8.
I didn't want to say anything. I did not believe in it. I did not believe it.
All right.
And there is the throw unattacked by Toast yet again. Yeah, I was watching it. You're saying it was going to kill. I'm like, I don't believe in it. I don't think it's going to kill. I've seen enough UNI combos in my lifetime. And Salty starting this one off strong yet again. You have to eat the stagger pressure. And nice block right there. And Toast slowly getting out, but there's a grid break in return. Giving him a taste of his own medicine. I like that VO as well. Going to recover that grid break once again.
There we go. Nice pick up off the high knees. Doesn't get the side swap route. You cross up, but not able to quite pick up. There we go. The reflector brings us right back in, though. 100 meter for Toast. What are we going to see off of the C as it's BDP?
Yeah, such an incredible defensive option. Chain shift. Oh no! There was an Akatsuki chain shifting in front of your face. What do? You can't do anything. J60, nice block on that overhead.
Yeah, this is that fireball pressure in the corner, like you were saying, right? So many plus frames off the space now, tried to go for the throw, but instead Toast fights back. 200 meter to his name. Celestial. So much damage if he can get this last hit.
Force functions comes to play. Toast trying to run up behind them, but it does not end up working out. Salty Goku here sticking out the foot and going to clip him low.
Yeah, that second round was a heartbreaker, right? You know, I believe the rest of the chat already knew. They saw the CVO and said, no, that's not the optimal routing. I think maybe if we had gone into the IW, would have been able to seal out that first game. So the fact that Salty was able to bring it back, and not only that, turn the entire game around, you know, Toast, that has to get into your mental a little bit, but clear it heading into game number 2.
All right, going to go for that side swap. Ooh. There it is, chain shift. You have to respect Akatsuki when he has chain shift, because he can just chain shift, react to what you're doing, and go like, okay, I can just parry in your face. 2 throws in a row. We're going throws. Is the Street Fighter grid break, and BTP finally Toast. There's not $1 million on the line, but there is at least $100 on the line, and Toast, unfortunately, getting further and further away from that as Salty takes that round, putting him onto set point, approaching winners finals, and this J6C is looking real good.
Yeah, wouldn't DP for a million, but would air throw with 200 meter in the bank going into this round. Finds the counter hit, 2A for the launch. You know, even on the meter here, but definitely not even on the health. Finds the air tag out, but parry brings it right back in for Salty. I like the air throw ender to make sure that you keep that corner situation.
Yeah, one thing I'm noticing about Toast is that as Hyde, you can't really go for mix-up options as much as you think. You can't really go for the overheads because they are very telegraphed and they're easily blocked and they're easily parried. Like right here, just one button is all Salty needs, and steer ender into the IW cancel. That's going to secure the final game for Salty as he wins this set and moves on to winners finals to play against Carp.
Yep, ABIW, keep it simple, no scaling off of the CVO shenanigans. Salty keeps it clean to move on to winners finals. Like
Tsurugi being locked in.
Yep. Alrighty, so we're heading on into it. Losers quarters, Toast versus BigBlack. We are going to be seeing the Hyde versus Tsurugi here.
That we will. Here we go. I still don't know what that means. I don't know paragraphs under that either. Goodbye. BigBlack is in immediately.
Yeah, we got all the flavor text here, but no, we're heading straight on into the action. Shields the assault jump in, so it's a big turn coming out for BigBlack here. Lots of corner carry off the dash B into the Rekka. All right, secures the cycle forward as well.
I can just really shield a lot of what Hyde is throwing out right now. Force function, we are in. Change it, keep the pressure up. But now Toast is going to win the Vorpal cycle. BigBlack basically just gave it to him on a silver platter. Here, have it. And there it is. Counter hit. A very favorable trade for Toast.
Yeah, lots of well-placed shields coming out from Toast to secure the cycle and bring us all the way over to the other side. I wonder if we're going to see a little bit more grab or even command grab coming out from BigBlack to try and challenge that. Tries to challenge out of the corner, but now it's combo throw. 200 meters to your name, but barely any health to use it. Ooh.
Now here you are in the corner. You're eating a lot of chip damage right now. That is Hyde's unique trait, having chip damage, but we're not going to be seeing any more of it as BigBlack is able to get out of the corner, not be locked in by Hyde anymore. And now you're pushed to the other side. So much corner carry in a single combo. He really just takes you for a trip around the world. And Toast here does not want to take that trip. Punish. BigBlack should be able to kill right here if he spends the meter.
Yep, spend the 100 for the CDP. Strong ender ends the round here. It was close.
Yeah, and that's really the name of the game right here. So many close sets so far. Even with those 2 O's, those rounds are coming down to the wire. And BigBlack starting off strong once again. Wants a commanding lead right here. Not a close game, a commanding one. And BigBlack does not want to get out of losers this early. He finally made top 8 with Tsurugi, and he does not want it to slip by. He wants to take it as far as he can, and Toast not letting him have it. Misses the ender. Unfortunate.
That is rough. You dropped 75 meter just to whiff, trying to keep the pressure on you, but like you were saying, Salty bleeds so much grid, whether it's using the FF or finding the shields here for BigBlack. Fights on back. Brings us over to the corner once again. Should be able to secure this cycle. FF knocking on the door. CS to try and get something off of the frame trap, but Toast just holding down back, so content to wait out until Vorpal is theirs.
And here we are, dude, just assault overhead, and that will connect. We're keeping it simple, not the most optimal combo if I remember correctly, but doesn't matter. Double throw, and when you're thrown by Hyde in the corner, that's a guaranteed combo for Toast. Immediate 2-3-6C. We don't want to play neutral anymore. BigBlack is impatient, shielding that fireball. That's a free block of grid right there, and now we're just backing up, waiting for Toast to do something risky. Woo!
Run up into the 2A. You thought it would be the throw to try and secure the cycle, but the hit was all you needed. Toast has CS, but still gets smashed out here by BigBlack.
Concentrate. Wants to win this Vorpal cycle. Oh, but gets hit by the 2A from Toast.
Nah, that was scary. The micro dash right in your face. Doesn't actually go for the throw. The delayed strike to catch out some sort of jump or movement back. BigBlack back against the wall here. 100 meter still for Toast to keep up this pressure. But look at all the grid you get off of the Celestial.
Yeah, he can cash out big if he wants to, which he won't do just yet, but he's going to do it right there. There's a shimmy coming out, but no one has really bit on that just yet. BigBlack keeping this pressure up, has full meter. You have to respect him when he's like this.
There we go. Force function doesn't find anything in particular. 160 meter. Lots of meter on both sides here. Just trying to seal out this final round. 30 seconds on the clock here. It's going to be one touch for both of these parties after this next hit.
Meter on the ground. Runs up. 2A, 2A, 2A. Gold throw. Blocks the overhead. There's that throw coming out, and that's going to go into a full combo for Toast. That's why, as Hyde, you know, overhead mix can be useful, especially for calling out risky shields, but just that strike throw mix is so much more potent, especially when you have him in the corner like that. And I like what Toast is doing too, you know, keeping them in the corner. And when he has that lead, he can just afford to not really have to open up the other player. He can just force them to block his moves because, again, he has a chip damage on a lot of his sword normals, on his specials as well. So he can help maintain that lead by continuously doing chip damage in your face. And BigBlack here, yet to be touched, gets the grid break along with it. Toast is suffocating right now. Don't let it slip away like this, and he will not have that counter hit throw in the corner you go, but has such a huge hill to climb. There's so much health that BigBlack has, and Yuzuriha is such a high health character.
Yep, there we go, mashing on through with all these rebeats off the 5C, just trying to see if Toast gets a little too greedy. You got the counter hit, but that spacing awkward to try and confirm now. CS down for Toast, tries to fight back here with the EX projectile. Ooh. There you go, CS available. No, you just walked, you ran up right outside of throw range. 2A for the counter hit. BigBlack seals it back out. Ooh. Okay, stack off the dash B. I wonder if we were going for a special cancel there and just, you know, baiting it out, gets the grid break energy. Tail off action, 2A staggers.
Oh, it's counter hit. He's bad. Just like that, J2C. Gonna get punished though. Doesn't really have anything to safely cancel off of it.
There you go, 100 meters stuck in the corner. BigBlack still around up here, so maybe just trying to build up some meter for that next round. Gets the side swap, but CS. Yep, yeah, projectile to keep your turn going, but this is CS also for BigBlack. Barely any health to your name. Okay, slow it down with a chain shift. No, but shimmy yay, run up for the throw. It's tied up on the round count.
Oh, wow. If he went for the overhead, that might have just grid broken entirely, but I guess he didn't believe in it. And run up dash B. There it is. Full combo. Has the vortical cycle as well. You have to respect this.
Yep, knocking on the door with the 2A's green shield. Caught up with a 5C. Tries to go for J6C. It whipped right in front of your face, and you're like, all right, it's my time to strike. And then all of a sudden, Surfboard catching you out here for 2.6. 2A tries to close it out, but off the airborne hit, it's so awkward. BigBlack, what is the way to close out this round?
He's going to either find it soon or just play it patient, and he does not need to chain shift. And unfortunately, Toast caught in the act. CDP breaking out, and what a good DP too. It was going to hit at like many ranges, right? Close range, far range. It travels him so far, and here we are, last game for these players in this set. This is losers side, so you know, whoever loses this one is out of the tournament.
Yeah, they're fighting for their lives here, fighting for a fifth or an opportunity to keep on playing in losers semis. And Ruric has just joined with the party of 44 to see this final Game 3 action. Thank you for stopping on by.
Yeah, hopefully that was a good stream. I know that you were labbing right after you lost in the bracket. Unfortunate loss too, because you finally made top 8 after a while, and unfortunately was not able to make the distance.
All good. But speaking of distance, right, you get so much distance out of the corner, jump on out of the FF into the dash B conversion. So sick coming out here from BigBlack. Gets caught in, caught in the mid screen here with the projectile, but how are you going to confirm? Instead, opts to take some pressure of his own and the FF a little bit early.
Push through. We're not going to really cash out too big on this one. Just wants to have the meter advantage. And just wants to find another opening so that the next combo can kill, and he has the resources to use if the opponent breaks out of neutral just like that, and Toast is sent into the final round. Well, possibly could be the final round, as BigBlack is looking so strong in this final game. Immediately neutral skipping in, assault in, but that is a shielded free punish for Toast.
Yeah, there we go. You would think, whipping the 6B in neutral, you're able to get the whip punish consistently, but it's so scary, right? Especially if it's right on your block. I think it's, -3 or -2, something relatively RPSable, not too minus, something that's so good for holding on that space, especially now that BigBlack is stuck in the corner.
But yeah, that was a C projectile, and with C projectile, so many hits, you can just shield it all, and look at that grid advantage. Oh no! Thought that Toast was, I don't know what exactly you thought Toast was trying to do right there, maybe an assault, but either way, a BigBlack going to get hit right there, no DP to anti-air him, and now we're going into the final round of the set.
Yeah, BigBlack up 150 meter here, so looking pretty strong. A lot of ways to not only get the confirm here, but also enforce some plus frames even after this next hit. Back up against the wall here. Toast, what are you gonna do?
Oh no, gets hit overhead, not wearing a helmet.
Gotta watch the dome here, runs up, baits out the throw OS. Now we got force function right in your face, surfboard to the Rekka, but we still have the turn, keeping it going with 200 meter behind it. No, instead we go for the stagger with the 2B rebeats.
That'd be enough to kill. He has IW, is he going to spend it? No, he's not. Just wants to play it safe, and oh, the sword poke.
Salty, I was hoping if I didn't say anything, it would kill, because every other time it has done the opposite effect, but no, instead Toast fights on back here, has an opportunity to strike, goes for the shimmy, but BigBlack takes to the sky, still caught out though.
Now things are starting to even up. Again, it's like coming down so close to the wire. We just run up and assault in your face the goal. And BigBlack is going to be moving on into losers semis. And I believe Tanasinn did make 4th place last time, if I remember correctly. Yes, they made 4th place, and that was actually their highest placement in any esports tournament so far. So if Tanasinn can win this one, then 3rd place, that's going to be their best record as of yet. And same for BigBlack as well. BigBlack yet to make a top 8 for one of these Aegis esports, and is making the distance, already guaranteeing their 4th place spot. And both of these players want this win so bad.
Hell yeah, fighting for your life. Tsurugi definitely one of these brawler types who's really trying to get in your face with a lot of the armor, but of course it's scary, right? You don't want to be in Waldstein's face. You're risking the 3-frame SBD on you in some of these smaller gaps in your pressure as well, but as long as you're able to keep it up, no, but instead Tanasinn still finds the grab on out.
Just grabbing him left and right. BigBlack has been not really teching too many of these grabs as of late. I mean, you can't really do so with command grabs, but yeah, there it is, just runs up, command grab again, flip you up in the air, bring you back down. It just keeps on happening. What is going on? Tanasinn hasn't even done a single combo yet, and that's going to be enough to kill. Has change shift to extend if it doesn't kill, but I think it might. Yeah, it is. 2,700 damage right off the bat, and Tanasinn going into this next round with just all command grabs, playing the grappler archetype to its fullest.
Dude, 360 for the 2,700. He is doing flips on it right now. BigBlack, what is the response? Also, so much grid on the side of Tanasinn here, but okay, a little fight back, stray confirm here, but still trying to push Tanasinn back to the corner. Love the walk back into 2B counter hit.
Now it's looking much different. Have a taste of your own medicine. Here's a throw in the corner. Tries to roll out. Actually gets a successful roll out too. Ends his turn early, but you know what? That's fine because he wants to get out of the corner, but he's going to be eating this full combo either way. And that is going to be a lot of damage on deck. 3.6k in the mid screen. Not going to have much forward pressure afterwards. And nice blocks from BigBlack punishing Tanasinn here. And that's going to secure him the next round. Going to get a bit of meter along with it because of that late chain shift.
Yeah, there we go. Going in with 200, definitely super strong. Has a couple opportunities to try and go for this reversal 360C. I know BigBlack is going to be looking to try and bait it out, but at least get as much damage as you can on the way over. Yeah, we saw the run-up assault to dodge the reversal grab. Does get the roll out, but instead BigBlack finally finds the hit and side swaps you once again.
Out of the corner once again, and yes, wants to be out of the corner, but is ending those turns in BigBlack. Oh, as I say that, there's a command grab in the corner. You are locked down. What are you going to do? The stare down.
Ooh. Yep, you have a lot of meter here. You would like to save. Wait, it didn't kill. Oh no, I guess it was an awkward hit that didn't get all the hits out there from the EX. Now you got to get one more interaction to bring us into this game, or into this next game rather.
Overhead will connect. That's one of the only overheads that's hit this entire tournament so far for BigBlack.
You know, especially at the round ender situation, right? Like you were saying, Salty, it's, you know, it's a decent amount of startup. These standing overheads from a lot of the characters in the cast are generally, you know, very reactable. But it's when the mental stack is, oh man, he has so much meter behind it. He has FF. I don't want to mash. You know, it's scary to try and jump out if he delays a button right to catch on my jump. And then all of a sudden you see 6C coming to your face and you're like, man, I have held on to down back. But we're holding on to the 2B here, going into game number 2 with the first hit for BigBlack.
Another drop right here. BigBlack is like, I don't know, there's like some weird pickups where Wallstein just gets thrown a little too high, and you saw that drop with the 236C before and seeing a drop here, but it's okay. Have that corner advantage, and Tanasinn slowly making their way out and get another throw. Is it going to be another start of the throw game yet again? It might just be. Oh no, that's going to be a punish for BigBlack.
Yeah, it's scary when Tanasinn just runs at you from the mid-screen, does assault in your face, and then it's whip JA into the 360, but no, BigBlack not going to give him any opportunity to try and fight back and mix him up. He's keeping you in the corner for another round.
Now, we're not seeing a lot of the force function that we've been seeing a lot from before with BigBlack, because maybe just scared of that command grab, of that throw that Tanasinn is constantly throwing out. But another thing to note too is that, you know, Wallstein doesn't have a lot of strong lows to beat that out either. So again, you can kind of just do that in his face, and there isn't too much you can do about that if he doesn't react in time. And now you're keeping this pressure up as BigBlack going to get enough for 100 meter and command grab on wake up. Not even an invincible command grab, just a raw command grab right off rip.
No, we just let it rock. We're saving onto the meter, says BigBlack. I know you got a lot of respect, but no respect from me. 360 for the damage. Run up for the grab once again. Tanasinn into your outstretched, loving arms, ties it back up.
A madman. I don't think I've seen this many Wallstein command grabs in a single set in a while.
Nah, exactly. You gotta let it rip. You've been forced a little bit of that respect here from BigBlack, but instead, still using the EX to bring you over to... Salty, what did we say? This dude is a 360C enjoyer. He is letting it rip.
He is churning that butter, as they say, and he is chugging that glue. Counter hit after counter hit, throw, and a grid break. No, that lead is starting to disappear now. As I say that, it is letting it rip yet again. So many command grabs and so much damage being done to BigBlack right now. And there's going to be so much damage done to Tanasinn with this combo. Are we going to spend some chain shift to extend this combo? No, we will not. Just want to keep that meter in just in case. And there is CVO. Keep it simple, keep it clean.
Thank goodness. You know, we've seen a couple times this evening where CVOs have dropped and been incredibly unfortunate for the player trying to seal it out. But BigBlack has taken the lessons from those previous stream sets and says, no, let me keep it simple, confirm straight into the super, and 2-0 here to move on to losers finals. Not quite talk of the town, but every time you see the Yuzu on screen, you're like, oh man, the addition of that extra low, so tricky for catching a lot of these approaches and these dash blocks as well. But Akatsuki, you know, ever the intimidating presence as he wave dashes right in your face for some incredible strike throw. But winners finals, game 1, Salty versus Carp. Let's see it.
And okay, we're just playing the patient game right there. You have to respect that stance too, right? Because when Yuzu is in stance, her normals become, or specials become way faster startup and do a lot more damage as well. So you have to be scared of approaching that. And as we're seeing right there, Carp gets a hit, doesn't fully convert. It's okay though. Backing up yet again, we're setting the pressure once again. There's an overhead going to connect. Here's a full combo. Are we going to win the vorpal cycle? No! Just barely lost it to Salty.
Yep, there we go. CS coming out from Carp there. I like the Salt that we saw earlier after the zoning pattern, right? We see a lot of dash blocks from Salty, taps him on the dome, but speaking of J6C, tapping you on the dome doesn't quite get the top 2 ender though. So Carp content to just do triple jump back.
Nice check on the dash in from Salty. That can be a bit of a scary thing, but with no fireball to back up Salty's approach, that is not a frame trap.
Oh, there we go, jump back. You're trying to get this distance once again. You know, Oki be damned. I am trying to make him force himself into the approach here. Salty, one hit away, one bateau away from... Ain't no way we did the whip punish IW. We were waiting for the bateau to come out just to invo right on through it. Now it's one touch both sides.
2A after 2A after 5A. When is the pressure going to end? Fireball in your face, going to green shield it, getting so much vorpal, so much grid, but doesn't win the cycle. It's so far away, and Salty hits him with a 6, a beat straight to the dome, get down on the ground, and Salty takes that round. And once again, like just barely specking IW for that punish was crazy.
Yeah, but I really like the jump back JV coming out from Carter just to enforce this air space. Didn't do a ton of damage for Salty, but still making sure that you can't just get away with jump Bitatsu or jump J6C to start enforcing those plus frames.
And that was so smart from Carp right there. You have to respect Akatsuki when he has change shift, right? But when you're in the air like that as Yuzu, use that burst option of just moving around the screen, teleporting around, and avoiding that entirely for that full punish. And Carp is having such a huge lead because that one interaction gave him so much momentum, putting Salty into the corner. And even though Salty's out, you can just teleport right out in return. And there it is, clipping Salty low as Carp takes that next round with a perfect.
Yeah, we got the 2C starter and then Carp dropped. I was like, no, no, no. We've seen players come back from worse here, but still able to seal it out there with the perfect 200 meter on the side of Carp. Has to hold his EX projectile pressure, and the fireballs give you all the time in the world to run up for the charge. J6C.
I'm surprised the J6C actually beat the 4B. Oh, what?
Salty, you're going to need to run that back for me because I have no idea how that IW did not connect. Salty goes right on through for the robbed, I guess. Hit it with the clip in the chat here, but Carp living in the moment, trying to survive in this game number 1. Tatsu right in the face.
Trying to survive indeed, and gets this throw tech. Is his turn again. Now Salty is going to have to try approach. Oh, there's that teleport right behind you. Here I am now. And you're going to eat this combo. Yeah, once again, you, from really in the corner with any hit, Yuzu can go for a cross-up. So she can afford to go for those cross-up mixes. And now VO, both players with VO. And there it is, going to be spent. That's what happens when you try to approach with a J6C, something reactable like that.
Yep, unsheathe the sword, ready for the punish on the way down. BDP on the other side still gets caught up by the Bato, and catching up on the chat there. You know, I didn't realize that what Salty had used was the EX parry. So seeing it go right on through the IW, I was like, oh, do you have invul frames there? I didn't even realize we had gone for the EX reversal there. So big shout out to chat for catching us up here as we head into game number 2.
Game number 2. 1 game up for Salty, but still needs to win 2 more. So Carp can easily start making this back, start making the adjustments, and we saw that happen before, especially in that set against Defiant, where Defiant had that commanding lead, but it started to like slip away because Carp was basically unraveling that offense, unraveling that neutral, and played it so much stronger afterwards.
Yeah, bro, Unravel is probably the song going through Salty to Ox right now as he's trying to find his way back in, but Carp is just working with all the TPs, just keeping you at bay, and finally, when you think it's time to dash block, tapping you on the dome with the assault jump in.
Ooh. I'm telling you, ooh, there's a throw. Blocks that, but yeah, you're going to eat the block string afterwards, and another throw coming out, shocking him. The electrocution, and electrocute him once again. This is electric shock therapy.
Point blank plus frames. Nice head invul. Idiot is a crazy clip title. Appreciate you, Cyrus, for dropping that one in the chat. Carp dropping on through. Air tag tries to bring you back out to the mid screen. Salty gets caught out on the 2A with the VO, but still has to hold on to this pressure, waiting for an opportunity to use that EX.
And VO on the teleport. Both players with VO once again. Carp with a little bit more is going to end this combo. Yeah, there it is. Just for the meter. I'm surprised he went for the meter instead of the IW. But it's okay. Either way, it was enough to kill. Now Carp is up around in game 2. Once again, making the adjustments needed to beat Salty right here.
Here we go, pick up into the J6C. Like you're saying before, right? The steer ender's so good to keep this Oki down in the corner. It's a red beat, so we don't get the full confirm. But there we go, just jump on in. Who said Yuzu can't be a rushdown? TP for the pickup once again. 150 meter for Carp. It's so close on the cycle, though. You have a decent amount of time to try and fight it back.
Hitboxes being spammed in your face. Approach me if you dare.
Ooh, teleport you into the corner. Beautiful
reaction
from Salty. Yeah, ready for it. Knows that Carp has been showing that in previous sets, so just ready to OS it on out. Back up against the wall. IW off the 2M. You know, I know he does a lot of damage, but I don't think it's okay, thank God I was right.
Clearly, you were right. 6k damage. That is nothing to scoff at, though. I mean, Akasi already had one of the highest damaging IWs in Uniclear, and they just buffed it even more. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know why Akasi has 6k damage like that now, but he does.
Thank you, Carmine, for your service. Counter hit into 6k was crazy. If anyone in the chat thought it killed, it would be very reasonable, but still not enough. Seals that last round out, and now we've barely done any damage in the past 20 seconds. Both of these players just trying to stay patient and get this game. Alright, flash shield.
There's chain shift on the teleport and the punish coming from Salty right there.
Yep, teleport onto the other side, loses cycle. Ooh. J6C for the punish here, full pickup into the corner.
Yeah, I like what Salty's doing right here, you know, just playing impatient, letting Carp just throw out those big specials in the screen because he can just shield them, right? Win the Vorpal cycle, which he's doing so effectively. And then once he's won the Vorpal cycle, then he just waits for Carp to do something risky, gets the confirm, and goes for a high damage punish, as we see right here as Salty wins that with almost a perfect. So much health on the board for Salty with that final round, and we are moving into game 3. Carp yet to take a single game, but is taking some rounds here and there.
Yep, tied up on the game count here, 1-1. The 6B to end it right into the IW, so evil. And it's, you know, it's like we keep saying, the overheads are reactable. When you've shown so many other things to have to watch out for, especially with 200 meter in the bank you have to worry about. With EX cancels, all these shenanigans, TPs across the screen, you finally get backed into the corner, and the quote-unquote reactable overhead seals it out. But still, fighting back here in game number 3. Let's see who can break the tie.
What a shield on that J6C as well, going straight into that punish. Carp was ready for that overhead because that's not something that's very easy to shield, right? Just out of the blue. Ooh. Yeah, once again, just paying back, just shielding all of this because Yuzu doesn't have a lot of mix from this range. And look at how much grid that Salty got. He got thrown, he's going to a combo, but he still has so much advantage on this Vorpal gauge.
Yep, spend the meter, you might as well. Don't get any refund because you're not in Vorpal, but it's all good. The triple jump back delays to wait out the parry. Salty looking worse for wear on the HP right now. No, you dodged one, but you can't dodge the EX right behind it. You had the right idea, but rapidly approaching your location, Carp still swipes it through with the Bato.
And once again, life before Carp up around, but this can easily slip by if you're not careful. Salty approaching ever so close, ever so much, and just pushing Carp where he wants them to be on the screen.
Yeah, the micro concentrate to try and get some of that grid bleed back. It doesn't secure the cycle for you, but at least off of the change, it's still able to stop Salty in his tracks. Lots of meter on both sides right now.
200 meter. Oh no. Raw IW? No, we're not going to see that. I don't think he's the type to do that again. Shield on there. Doesn't even need to spend any meter for an anti-air. Knows he can get a better punish if he shields it. And you're seeing that right here. 3.8k damage. And you're in the corner overhead. Doesn't get the full combo afterwards. And IW Raw. I knew it was going to come at some point, and Salty was just waiting for his opportunity. Though interesting spend because he is low on health. And now if he loses this round, he could be down meter. But now the life is evened up, so maybe it doesn't matter as much.
Yeah, exactly. You're trying to do as much to try and win this back. And grid break, J6C, more than enough damage. Pick up into the 3K. Now we're tied up here, tied up on games, tied up on rounds. We are still first to 3, but you're trying to get that advantage soon as possible. Caught up with the TP once again here in the mid screen.
It is C/Ender. And just hanging on to 100 more meter, concentrating from full screen, getting that full screen low.
Yep, caught the startup of the dash block there with the jump Bato. 2M comes out with the red mist. All the time in the world to react, so instead, VOOS just says, unhand me. I have the light lead. Let me try and slow it down. 75 seconds on the clock.
Lots of great dash blocks coming from Salty right now. Koski with that F dash has very effective ways of just closing the distance, as we're seeing right here. The moment you try to close in, teleport away. And Carp's like, nope. You're not allowed to get in my face like that, and close to it perfect.
Ooh, jump on through, whip on the slash, but you still have more on the way down. It's VO from Salty trying to steal this round on back, but caught out with the slash. 100 meter and still more behind it. Carp goes up 2-1, but we still got at least one more game over here in winners finals. Yep, quick rematch right on into it, trying to keep up that momentum. Salty down but not out. So many of these dash blocks getting caught out by the delay jump back Bato. It's hard. Easier said than done. Oh, just dash block. Just don't get hit out by any of the shenanigans. All the TPs going around the screen, but game number 4, Salty. Can we tie it up?
So we'll see. Coming right up. Salty. Oh, yeah. Once again, like, has to respect all this pressure. She's in stance, and those specials are so fast, so big. You have to respect it. And when is the time to approach? You don't know. You could have probably pressed on that teleport, but that's more or less on a read, right?
Yeah, exactly. Not trying to go for anything too crazy here in game number 4. Decent amount of grid here for Salty, so still should be able to get the CS on the way back down. The forward tech just barely gave you enough grid, even though Carp was looking for the concentrate there. That was close.
Yeah, those minute details to win the Vorpal cycle is really what separates a good player from a great player. And we are watching 2 great players right here, so mindful of the Vorpal cycle, so mindful of the other players' pressure options, and a VO bait from Carp, just narrowly avoiding it. And Salty still has VO on a deck, but won't be able to use any of it. Carp with another perfect in the set.
No, you use 2 air actions, you use the slash, you see the VO on the way down, but you're still able to leap on over. That was such a smart reaction from Carp. Full use of your mobility as Yuzu to make your way on over the reversal attempt. Salty, a little salty about that one, so we're starting off the next round strong with the aggression. Keep it a little slow here. Go for the shields on the Bato. Still gets caught up by the assault. Jump in, looking to even up this life lead. No!
Yeah, we just 4 tech DP in your face. What about it?
Yep, Eitatsu to the EX. Didn't get the dash right behind the throw. It's all good.
Once again, just playing patient. Doesn't have to do anything too crazy. Wants the meter right there. A nice jump out from Carp, reacting to it and punishing it accordingly.
Yeah, nice pickup there. Didn't even need to jump in for the full assault, so you're able to get the full punish off the air Bato. Now we're tied up on the health lead. The strike property means that extended hurt box still gets caught up by the VO pickup into the IW here. Now we're tied up on the rounds. It's still set point for Carp though.
That was crazy awareness from Salty right there. He was confident that VO was going to hit that extended hurt box, and it did. And that's one of the things about Yuzu. I mean, Yuzu can do some really safe pressure from far away, but you have to be mindful of that.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when your opponent has meter like that, has Celestial for the extra damage, and all this meter if you decide to cash out on the chain shift.
So cash out of it now.
The double whiff shield right in your face. Definitely a little scary here for Salty, but Carp just trying to wait out, see how crazy you get, and finally lands the hit once again.
And VO once again in your face. Salty really loves using that as an option, and yet to be baited out by, has been baited out by Carp once before, but not anymore. Salty, you know, if it didn't work one time, just keep on doing it and they won't expect it. Salty here still looking pretty strong right here. I mean, doesn't have a ton of meter to really do too much against Carp to open him up, but just enough to where he can play this patient pressure game, and Carp finds an opening.
Yeah, still shouldn't be enough even if you catch out into the IW, but it's a tech off the wall. We're going to call that an American reset out here from Carp here, but the combo throw, like you said, it's still so scaled, going for a lot of these tech chases, but Carp finds another opening with a counter hit. 2C, more than enough to kill, doesn't even need IW. The EX seals it out and secures Carp's spot in the winner's side of Grand Finals.
Yeah, a little bit more. He has that edge, and we'll wonder if we'll see it, because I mean, BigBlack's on a Tsurugi, and that's again a new character, so maybe he doesn't have that skills that transfer over from Byakuya, or it could be something new and something that will be actually really effective against Salty's playstyle. I guess we'll have to just wait and see.
Alrighty, we're gonna see heading into game number 1 of losers finals here, fighting for the run back in the grand finals side, but no, the whip on the Eitatsu is gonna get you full confirmed here from BigBlack.
New character, new me, and BigBlack is already starting off the pace of this game strong. In your face, 236C, keep the pressure going. It's all mids right now.
Ooh, caught out with the 5C. Awkward to try and confirm there. You were just going for the rebeat action. Still finds the hit though. BigBlack whittling away at Salty's HP. You have the cycle, but all you can do is get it for a little bit of grid. Nice reflector on the wake up.
Thrown into the corner. Nice tech from BigBlack right there. Just jumping back down. Skateboard. Nice punish right there. BigBlack didn't cancel anything from it.
Alright, up against the wall here. Yeah, both of them just holding down back on their wake up, just trying to see if any of them uses the meter to be a little bit aggressive, but Salty finds a hit here. Should have more than enough meter to kill. CS behind it too. Alright.
Now, one thing Salty could have done was do like chain shift into the meter spend, because that would refund a bit of that meter. But still, he secured that round, and that's what's important. Chucking fireballs into that shield. What are you supposed to do? Well, skateboard is what BigBlack is going to do. And he's going to get in your face. VO once again from Salty blocks that overhead, but still has to deal with the pressure. There's the fireballs in your face. Going to beat out 236C entirely, and that's a full combo you're eating. Not going to be a ton of damage, but you want that positional advantage as a Akatsuki.
Man, Akatsuki EX projectile is so nice here, right? You know, not only just to get the plus frames, but also to stop any attempt to charge back in from BigBlack. It's a grid break here, but still fighting out through with the command grab either way. The ever-growing boy just pulls out for all the aggression in the world here. And look at all the quarter carry that we got off of the dash B into Rekka.
Confirmed that fireball hit, so went straight into the C fireball, closing it out super simple, and that was really clean from Salty for that first game.
Yep. Keep it simple, keep it clean. You had all the meter in the world and barely any health for BigBlack, so no need to be too fancy here. We're heading straight into game 2.
Now, one thing you're noticing too is that Salty is not really doing any Tatsus, which is really interesting, because Tatsu can be a pretty good neutral tool, but it's also a bit of a knowledge check as well. And maybe with the players that he's playing against in this bracket, he thinks is not reliable enough to use, and would rather just do this frame trap pressure that we're seeing so far. And to his credit, it has been working out incredibly well for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, we're just going to run over the TK assault, or run under it rather. No, but still finds your way on in with the surfboard. BigBlack is cashing out a lot of corner carry here. Stagger with the 5As, still gets caught up by VO.
Well, once again, Salty always just content with the spending all his meter for VO, but when you spend VO, yeah, you're spending all your meter, you'll have no meter left, and BigBlack is full of it.
Ooh, green shield, no punish. Damn, just jumping right on over the dash B. It whips, it's an anti-air, but not if you're on the other side. Still caught out here by Salty. No meter on either side just yet. 100 built up for BigBlack, but doesn't even need to spend it going into this next round.
There's a round on deck. Force function, shield in your face, doesn't block the second overhead. Oh no!
Ooh, There we go. Command grab still finds the tech though. Fights your way back on out here with the J6C. Clean side swap, but unfortunately not able to pick up right after.
5A, 5A, 6B, blocked.
Out is BB sniffing these greens. Garfield, I know what you mean, but that is a very particular way of wording that. And it's a particular way of getting out of pressure here. Double VO on both sides. Do we let the EX rock or do we just let the threat of the reversal IW, the reversal supers, keep you at bay?
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, yep,
DP can just do it for free.
Yeah,
that's just a DPRC right there.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think that one has any inbuilt if you're able to actually get the EX cancel, but still, one of those things you want to represent. See if it catches out the assault, but no, the assault on your health bar right now, just going straight CVO into the IW. And it's still not enough to kill. Yeah, I wonder if going right into IW might have been able to kill. Yeah.
Alright, game 2, final round. So back and forth.
Yeah, the kickflip really just gets you so much corner carry. Uses as a CDP, but you're still back against the wall here. Charge, J6C. The BigBlack finds the green shield and a grid break for it.
And there we are, the moment he goes for that overhead attempt. There's a parry coming straight out from Salty. 2D going to hit, but he didn't believe in the hit and doesn't cancel it. Still though, he's keeping this pressure going. Charge that fireball, keep it more plus, and oh no, BigBlack stopped blocking.
There we go, AB Ender. Didn't build up the 200 to seal it out, but it's great. Oki here catches you out on the trade combo. It's Iwex to seal it out. Salty up 2-0.
Cherry Blossom Flower falling down, hit him with that, and there's the Japanese characters in the background. Classic Akatsuki. That's the second game going to him, and because it is losers finals, there's one more game to go. It's not over yet.
Cool guys don't look at Iwex's, but we do have to look at game number 3, potentially the final game for BigBlack here if he's not able to stop Salty's momentum.
Yeah, it's going to be tough too because BigBlack's picking up a new character and arguably a worse character. So having to play against Salty, who's basically played Akatsuki his entire lifetime on this game, that's not an easy task.
Yeah, strength be damned. Like, you know, maybe it's also a difference in playstyle as well, right? Byakuya, one of those characters who has great normals to try and box you out and, of course, play that set play. But, you know, BigBlack on the Tsurugi kind of wants to force his way in with a lot of the armor and constantly keep the approach going with the, you know, with the advance. So let's see. Caught out of the backdash just barely with the 2As.
Seeing a lot of backdashes to shimmy out any mash attempts, to shimmy out any throw attempt, but BigBlack once again not buying in. There's a Tatsu coming out, interestingly enough, not actually shielded from BigBlack right there. If you do shield the last hit of the B Rekka, then that will be, or the B Tatsu, that will be punishable.
Yeah, it's hard to try and make that call in the moment. EX for EX. Beautiful reaction to the Super Flash. Salty ready for the checkmate here. And now we're on set point. One more round away from knocking BigBlack out at number 3.
Ender, of course, and blocks that no cancel coming from BigBlack. That's gonna be so much damage right here. And a throw to reset the pressure. And there's the throw attempt he's been looking for this entire time. And that is it. BigBlack finally did. And unfortunately, that spelled the end of him as Salty moves on from losers finals to go back into grand finals, a loser's side to rematch against Carp.
Absolutely ready, Salty. Just taking a second, like, all right, what's the deal? Consulting the Yuzu Discord. Exclamation point Yuzu. Hey guys, what do I do? Good luck. It's Carp. Do your best as we head into game number 1 here. Grand finals, Carp versus Salty.
The load in, and there we go. Recurring void effect, first clause, divide. An immediately aggressive approach right there. Immediate assault J6C didn't end up working out, but no punish from Carp. However, Carp does have his turn because that whiff entirely. Now Salty's going to be eating this full combo here. There's a DP. We've seen that multiple times before, actually against Tsurugi as well, where he will forward attack and go straight into a DP.
Yeah, exactly. Try and be greedy, you know, try and steal that grid back, especially when Carp is going for these grid enders into charge. But speaking of grid broken, but we bring it right back with the VO, the triple air slash. We're seeing a lot of active keep away coming out from Carp rather than trying to go for a lot of these, you know, stagger frame traps.
Now we're just playing patient back here. No reason to approach right now.
Yeah, but there is a reason to thank Luful pulling up for grand finals of the Party 4. Thank you. You are just in time. Game number 1, round number 1, and Salty confirms the cycle.
Oh, tries to rush in. We've been seeing Carp do that a lot, right? Jump over those fireballs. Oh no! Dodge that, but didn't dodge them all. That's just a line of fireballs hitting you one by one.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, I was pressing fire behind it with the EX cancel.
But yeah, I like what Carp is doing, you know, just waiting for Salty to throw out a fireball, react to it, jump up, and just snipe like this right there. He sees that fireball, he sees that flash come out, and there it is. C/slash coming out, a giant special, and very fast as well, getting that confirmed afterwards. Salty needs one or more hit, and there's an EX tossing to your face. I wonder if that was actually an EX fireball. Either way, it ended up working out, and Salty's going to take this game, this round, because of that, with 3 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, Carp was playing it so solid. A couple misinteractions might have been the difference there, right? Getting caught out, trying to dodge one of these fireballs, and then not realizing there's an EX right behind it. And I mean, Aki's saying it best in the chat. Akatsuki can't get in, but once he does, it might just be so over, especially building up so much meter, you know, throughout a lot of these neutral interactions. Just trying to dash block in, but Carp taken to the aggressive now.
Going to win this next purple cycle along with it. Odds are not looking good for Salty in this round. No, actually does not.
I wonder if that was a missed TK. I can't imagine that was the ender you're looking for off of the CS. Probably not trying to be greedy with the meaty here, but a fortunate drop gives Salty one more opportunity to fight back. B Tatsu into the veil up. It's not quite the funny number with the VO damage bonus, but it is a little better. Bring you to the corner here for some strike throw.
Yeah, try to throw him in the corner. Carp knows what's up. Yeah, and that's one of the scary things to be in the air. Tatsu is such an effective tool at sniping out players from that mid-range, and unfortunately Salty getting hit from that full range, that far range slash that Carp is just tossing out for B. Going to catch Salty, trying to go for an air approach, and this is again a full combo into the metered ender, 3.8k damage, and we're going to charge for that purple afterwards as well.
Yeah, round start 4B, you know, the sash with the guard point, definitely a bold choice to try and call out the J6B. Definitely works out, takes so much HP off of Salty. Now, you still have 75 seconds on the clock to try and bring this back, and a lot more meter than you had in the previous round, but I don't know, any good catch from Carp could seal your doom here.
There it is, saw the red mist, knew a slash was coming out, there's the parry coming out, doesn't get the full combo, tries to J6C and a VO from Carp in return. He can easily take this back with a single hit, and Salty knows that, holding down back, VO in return. They were going to get the first hit, and Carp finds that first hit. That will be enough, doesn't even need to spend any meter, and that's going to be the first game going to Carp.
Yeah, we slash on through. Sometimes it's even just the threat of the VO, right? You're like, oh man, you know, now I have to wait out this state where anytime that I run up and I'm a little too predictable with my approach, you might be able to catch me out with IW or straight EX. So now let me hold down back, and then you hold that pressure where Carp is able to find that last hit. But still, only first game here. Still have game number 2. Let's see if we can swap it up here for Salty.
We were playing a lot more patient than we were in that first game. Holding back, waiting for his opportunity to get in. Doesn't have to worry too much about chip either. And there it is. Found the opportunity, found the opening, and now that's a... Oh no, drops it!
Damn, that J6C earlier from Salty to weave right through the Batos makes her way in on Carp. Doesn't get you a ton of damage now, and also your side swaps up against the corner. The light lead you had for a brief second flashing right before your eyes.
It's like, oh, okay, we're just challenging Akatsuki post chain shift. Saw that fireball, and once again just reacting to it accordingly. Carp's doing such a great job at calling out Salty's zoning attempts with these fireballs, these approach options. And Salty just has to play a lot more risky, spend more meter.
Yeah, it doesn't get you a ton of damage, you know, 1.4, but more importantly, it gets you so much screen space, right? A lot of time to follow up, try and get the approach, but still caught out by the low bateau. Right, slash on through, sheath the sword. Thank Aegis Esports, the main channel for the big raid of 39. You're just in time for Grand Finals. Game number 2, Salty is trying to tie it back up here. So we go for the air throw ender. Oh, you shimmied on the shield, but Carp, enough time to recover.
Let's let go of shield just in time, but not able to block that final mix that Carp puts on top of Salty. And Salty is just lagging behind right now because Carp is putting such an overwhelming offense, such an overwhelming neutral that Salty is really struggling to find any openings to get in. The moment he finds openings, Carp is doing such a great job on defense, swatting him out.
Yeah, the brain definitely suffering a little bit of packet loss here. Goes for the IW call out on the air bateau. You cannot escape the vertical hitbox on that. So good for catching out Carp. Trying to go for what is normally relatively safe bateau pressure, but now down 50% HP and you've lost a lot of meter for it. Salty, you have to make at least one more wave back in.
He will elect not to. Shielding here from full screen, trying his best to get the grid advantage, but Carp doesn't want to feed him it anymore. However, because he ran back a bit, retreated, that grid is starting to deplete. See fireball in your face, nice dodge, but that does give Salty his turn.
Yep, there we go. Mini focus right in front of your face. Carp, 50 seconds on the clock here, gets caught up on the EX Tatsu. Nice pick up off the EX projectile once again. Salty should be able to seal it out off on the next hit. Tapping on the dome, trying to scout out the green shields. 2M is all you need.
Alright, now we're in. What's it going to be? 6B out space, but that was a shield attempt from Carp. Carp knew he was going for that overhead and reacting accordingly.
Yeah, bounce off the counter hit. No full confirm coming out here from Carp. 100 meters to your name, though. J6C, my beloved, altering that air momentum once again. Tries to backdash on out. Caught up by the fireball. So if it worked once, we'll do it again with 3 more behind it. But that's 100 meter down from Salty.
Okay, there we go. We have an anti-air. Now we can get some pressure afterwards, and there it is. Counter hit. You have to respect that dash. That's a dash attack from Salty coming in, and Carp will not respect the pressure, the OP afterwards. Doing such a great job, once again, just mashing out of these situations that Salty puts him in. He really knows exactly what Salty wants to go for, arm pressure, and a 4B sniping him from the max range, clipping that 2A perf box.
Yeah, Vio caught the assault. Carp still able to find the hit right on after. Vio runs out, no meter to your name. Now it's a lot more even on the health bar than earlier on J6C, but 4 backdashes in a row with the jump back, and now Carp is so comfortable taking to the skies, right? There's no meter for the reaction. IW Salty not gonna have a chance to make your way in. A second game secured by the IWEX. Carp 2-0 right now.
And looking as strong as ever. It really just goes to show that as long as you can play a solid neutral, as long as you can play a solid offense, defense, then you know what? Vorpal winning it probably doesn't matter. Doesn't need to matter as much because Salty's pretty much been winning every single one of these Vorpal cycles. He's been sneaking them by, playing this cycle so well, but it's not enough to win because he just cannot find a way to get in.
Yeah, CS isn't the tool that's going to make it that, oh, now suddenly I have an approach to make my way in, right? It gives you a little bit more meter, lets you frame trap once you finally find your way in that point blank range, but as far as the actual approach itself, I mean, maybe you can follow up behind a fireball, but either way, Carp has just been doing such a good job of being so mobile and threatening, you know, jumps right over the fireballs and teleports as well. Fights his way back out of the corner too.
And he has Vorpal. And once again, like, he actually has that Vorpal trait too, which can come into use because having that actually decreases the scaling for his parry. and it has increased catch frames as well. So it becomes even more lenient to use. And that's really effective because we've been seeing Salty use it here and there, but not enough to where it becomes too much of a threat for Carp.
Yeah, exactly. It's you know, high risk, medium reward kind of option there, right? To try and catch Carp out if he's being a little bit too complacent with the way that he's zoning on out. Speaking of, caught out the EX fireballs here. 100 meter left for Salty.
And once again, just dropping that combo early, going for the vorpal instead. That's what's important right now. Now that he has the lead, now that he has the meter, he can just now this patient playstyle actually works out well for him.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to commit too hard. You can just dash block here. Carp has to find the way to open you up, especially with such a big life lead. But one hit into IW could tie it back up. Tries to go for the empty assault in, but Salty ready for the fuzzy mash on the way down.
Now finally a round up and IW in return to the IW, but it looks like Salty just went short and Carp stuffed him out with his. That was a really interesting interaction. I thought that Salty was going to win right there.
Ooh. Here we go, slashed up into the corner. Once again, jump on through with the assault, catches out. Why were you low shielding there? I'm not sure. Maybe just didn't even think that Carp would be so bold to run their way on through. Wins the cycle for it as well with so much meter behind.
We are just wake up IW. All right, that works. You have the help to do it, and now Carp is on set point against Salty.
You know, guys, I don't even know if I want to say clip that. I feel like we just gotta leave that one between us. You know, leave that one to be lost in the history. Now we're tied up on the rounds here. It is tournament point for Carp. Let's see if Salty's able to tie it up for the one time. 90 meter on the board, 100 right behind with the AB.
And there it is, the throw with, oh no, with Bathwater losing it to take the first game for him.
You gotta be
let's go.
Become clean, and the bathwater is gonna do the job. It's one game on the side of Salty. You still gotta put two more just to get the reset. But this might just be the momentum that you need.
Man, like this is for the IWs you hit me with so many times in this set. Oh my gosh, that's gotta feel good, but you can't do that forever. You're gonna still win two more games, and Carp is still playing as strong as ever.
Strong is a way to describe what happened in that past round. I'm striking that one from the record, and Carp striking here once again, trying to keep you from dash blocking for free. A lot of well-found shields again, keeping the grid healthy for Salty.
Dash in. Oh no, gets caught by the teleport. Time to make her way back in. Once again, spending that meter as that little follow-up, trying to keep Yuzu locked down, but you can't keep her locked down forever. Carp is doing such a great job of just jumping out of this pressure and never lasts as long as Salty would like.
Yeah, there we go. We're seeing a lot of Carp, you know, dash and then whip a button right in front of your face. Not because they're misjudging the space, but trying to bait out a lot of these shields from Salty. But still, the time that they're able to find it, tries to go for Fireball confirm into IW. It's a big whip right on through. And Salty losing 200 meter, 40% HP for it. Not the read you needed.
Go and block this, jump up. I like that air attack too, just in case Salty try to go for an assault that he's been doing so often.
Ooh. Got that with the 2A, no confirm though. Looking for the stagger pressure. TP's on the other side. It's tournament point for Carp once again. Did Yuzu just say yippee? She does say yippee as her chain shift voice line. It's true. Oh god.
All right, this is what he needs. Like Carp here sitting on 200 meter. Please don't wake up IW him. I mean, if it hits, then you know what? Good for you. Let's get the full punish.
Yeah, lots of drop punishes here. You're thinking right, but not reacting fast enough. There we go. The pick off the JA. But dash 2M here. Big pick up. 200 meter behind your name. ABIW. I think it killed.
I don't. No, okay.
It's so hard being wrong so often, Salty. You don't understand the struggle out here, but backdash still caught out by 5A.
And with a perfect 2, Salty is once again just riding that momentum right now. He got that first game win, and that's the confidence he needs to take this reset. Still though, Carp is on set point, on grand final point, on tournament point. And this is a very scary situation to be in. There's not $1 million on the line, but your pride is on the line right here.
Yeah, exactly. For Tuesday night, UNI 2 finally gets the pick up Fireball CS. We were talking about CS not being the approach option that Salty needs to get on in, but when you're finally able to find the pickup off of the Fireball, look at how much damage we're able to cash out on. 100 meter behind it. Next hit should be able to kill.
And there it is, the VO on that shimmy that Salty keeps on doing. And yeah, he'll go for that shimmy, go for that 6C, and now Carp knew exactly what he wanted to do. Has the Vorpal Cycle. It's going to be a big hill to climb right now. Lots of health to chew through.
Yeah, there we go. We were calling him Salty Sisyphus and imagining him happy, but now it's kind of the swap up for Carp here, right? You have a lot of health, like you said, Salty, to try and make your way through, but this is going to be a good start. Gradually working your way up to building that 200. I think off the next hit, it builds enough for the IW, but now we're just going to let the VO rock to try and escape. It's TP on the other side. Salty ties it up 2-2.
And the thing is, like, Salty doesn't really have to worry about which side Yuzu ends up on because it is a 2-2 input for his DP.
Yeah. Exactly. No crosscut required. We're just downing, able to catch you out with DP on either side. Speaking of 2-2, it's 2-2 on the set. We're on reset point and also tournament point here. This one could be for all the marbles, and Carp trying to seal it out once again.
Yeah, Salty giving him a fight. Oh no, we're getting closer and closer to reset. Don't choke it out now. But Salty wants this win really bad right now. Again, these are 2 players who have gone first place before, and they want to get another one in the books. They'd be the first player to get 2 first places here at Aegis Esports Weeklies.
There we go, just holding on to the Batos. Finds the shield to secure the grid. Still a little bit of time here. Ooh. No focus is going to be able to catch you out after that shield. Salty sealing it out once again. Dodges on through. Lots of meter for Salty here. The catch after the 2M.
That's going to be enough to kill. No? Okay, yeah, didn't quite get enough meter for IW, but you know what? I think that's a good thing. He has so much health. He didn't really need to spend IW anyways. And now he has 100 meter going to the next round. He's going to spend it immediately with the Fireball into C Fireball. We've seen this so many times already, but this is an even better situation than what you've seen happen before, right? Now that Carp is in the corner, now he can actually put some substantial pressure. And as I say that, Carp has escaped and is running free. He's a free man.
Right, mini focus still once again trying to seal out this grid gauge. Now we jump on through CS. Now Salty holding on strong to the defense right now, waiting for a little bit more meter, a little bit more grid to build back up. Patient, dash blocking. One of us imagine him happy to try and find something off the J6C, and the instant air Tatsu catches out Carp. This is your time to shine. Shimmy on the V. Oh, go straight into the IW.
Yeah, there it is. Let's get this damage going. Steer Ender, IW, not going to be enough to kill. One more mix will do it. And Salty has so much health to work with that he doesn't have to worry about this wake up IW, yet he still blocks it and gets the punish afterwards. Salty with a reset against Carp, a reverse 3-0. And now we are back down 0-0. Carp needs to work all the way back up to the top. And Carp is Salty is riding this momentum all the way to the top.
Bro, we don't have to imagine Salty happy anymore. Akatsuki, as punishment from the gods for pressing parry on minus frames, sent to the park to dash block across the stage every night versus Yuzuriha. We'll read the rest out later if Salty is able to seal it back out. And he's off to a great start here in game 1 of the Grand Finals reset.
Throw is a great start to this reset as well. Carp is struggling to get out. 3D roll. Oh, tries to use that C Fireball to catch that attempt from Carp right there. Still not going to work out. Shielding all bits, trying to get the Vorpal gauge. Will get it.
There you go, we slash on through. You made your way out of the corner, but still 1 HP. Any touch from Salty seals out the round here, so you gotta keep the aggression on. Yep, tap in the dome, air bateau. Ooh, nice pick up off the 2A, I like that. Oh. Jinxed it a little bit off the confirm, but still, Salty stuck in the corner here. Tries to mash on out, but caught out with dash. Counter hit 2A.
That lead is falling apart. And as I say that, will you wake up DP for $1 million for the pride of winning Aegis Esports? Yes, he will. Salty taking that round with that wake up DP and plans to do many more here in this next set. Tatsu straight into IW. Flat out 4K damage. Not many characters can do something like that.
Wake up, Mr. West. Carp asleep at the wheel right now. Salty running away with the momentum once again. Finds the tech throw for some plus range, but CS into J6C again steals it back.
Oh no, that's so unfortunate. Carp mistimed the meaty of that 2C. And Salty was able to punish it on wake up. That's a first game going to Salty in the reset, and suddenly he's up 1 game against Carp.
Yeah, exactly. The first time he's had the lead over here in the grand finals, you know, barring that 5th game here. And now, how many games have we won in a row for Salty, right? You know, you got the reverse sweep, and now you're 1 game up. It's 4-game momentum. You see it in the middle of the screen there. Carp, how can we stop this man in his tracks?
Yeah, right here, Salty is really pushing Akatsuki to his limit, and you can see it right now. But Carp is also doing the same with Yuzuriha right now. Starting to make some adjustments, finding some openings against Salty. Now we're back to the full screen. Nice 4B on those fireballs. Just
you know, I was surprised you were able to block after the 4B guard point, but, you know, clearly Carp knows the answer a little bit better than me. Didn't want to commit to the shield to lock down yourself into that block stun. There we go. We TP right on through.
Yeah, the thing about 4B is that if you actually basically parry something, then you get invincibility for the rest of his active frames.
Okay.
And then,
Today I learned.
But it's also what's really important about him parrying those fireballs as well is that he can special cancel off of them.
Ooh, okay. Speaking of EX canceling into the leap here, don't think you're quite able to kill, so we go for the tech chase. Oops. There we go again, air to air, caught out with a leap. Carp puts another round on the board once again.
Yeah, see right there, 4B, cancel. And now Salty knew that. He saw that 4B come out. He's like, okay, I can't approach him. He's going to special cancel, and he's going to hit me for a full combo if I try to approach right here.
Stuck up in the corner, tried to go for the low shield. You thought it'd be the jump back Bato, but instead it's Assault right in your face. Tries to go for the veil off, but nothing found. Salty falling apart at the seams right now. That's
not enough to kill, is it? Okay, no.
Oh, I wasn't sure. I was like, oh, maybe it's scaled. And then I remembered the minimum damage on IWs across the board. And now it's 1 across the board, tied up here in post grand finals reset.
It's 800 damage flat, right?
You know, that's a good question. I know it's a lot more than it was in the previous version. I'll tell you what, it was enough to kill and tie it up here. Okay, so we finally put a game on the board here to stop the momentum from Salty. Let's see what the adaptation is going into this next one. There we go. Lots of grid built up. Don't even need to commit, you know, to the shields here. We see that from Salty towards the end of the cycle, right? Of course, to try and seal it out, maybe get greedy for some Celestial, but especially, you know, in the beginning of the cycle, you don't want to risk getting grid broken. We've seen that from the jump in assault from Carp as well, so.
Patient from full screen, as always, tries to dash and getting shorted by Carp. Okay, BO right there, a bit risky.
Yeah, no punish from Carp there at that awkward, you know, jump back spacing. 4B right through the fireballs, like you said, Salty. Now we find the VO.
Gonna spend IW? Yes, we will. Just squeeze out as much damage you can get from VO, and that's an extra 595 damage because of it. And oh no! With DP Salty! Carp will take this round in game 2. And now suddenly things are falling apart for Salty as it did for Carp in that previous set.
Yeah, Carp was looking down bad earlier, but now we're swimming back upstream. The momentum clearly back in your favor. I wonder what the difference is, to be honest. Carp is just moving different with the gamer lean, still able to secure the cycle just barely towards the end there with a focus, but finds the punish for Salty.
Oh no, drops the combo. Blocks
Yeah.
the Neo. That's all right. No, drops the combo again. Salty, what is going on?
And the droppers, the eyes are looking a little dry. EX, no confirming to the IW, just holding on to the veil up for a little bit longer to jump back plateau.
There it is. Nice read on that 2-3-6C into the teleport.
This boulder's kind of pushing back, bros. It's looking a little heavier than it used to when we were a little far down the mountain. But Sisyphus fighting for his life right now, knocked back down to the summit. You got to fight your way back up again against Carp. 2-1, one game away from sealing it back out.
Are we gonna see 2 games in a row from Salty?
I don't know. We've seen
done it
4
before.
before, right?
We've seen 4 before. What's 2 to you?
Let's see it. Let's see it. Salty gonna power up. Okay. Game number 4. We're seeing some hope in the chat here for this Akatsuki champion. And J6C off the trade finds the counter hit to bring you all the way to the corner.
You said earlier that Salty was listening to Unravel. No, he's listening to that Dragon Ball Goku theme. He's powering up right now, going Super Saiyan, has the orange hair too.
Yeah, he's trying to go Ultra Instinct right now. Whip into the CS, just trying to get some space. Tries to go for 3C anti-air, but Carp just a little bit out of range, fighting on back here.
And once again, we just keep seeing that Vortec DP in your face.
There we go. Pick up 185 meter. Maybe tried to save it for the next round, but the greed might not work out for you. Now it's 100 for Salty. Either of these next hits kills EX Tatsu on the backboard. No, but not able to pick up off the wall bounce.
Dash in 2A whiffs. Gold throw text. Ancient in there. Oh, what a response!
Yes! Okay. Swiping on through with the bottom. That was so scary. EX cancel. Caught you out of the reflector follow-up. Wasn't enough to kill, but one Bato puts us on tournament point once again.
Special cancels are insane, and that's an insane teleport right there to punish the fireball from Salty. Carp is looking strong in this tournament point.
Lucioi runs up for the back throw. There we go. No bait on the VO. Not a lot of meter when you first had it, so it's going to run out super quick. Optimize for as much damage as you can before the IW.
And this is like chess. Like the queen is down, the rook is hung, and now Carp is just pushing him to the other side of the board, looking for that checkmate, and he finds it as Carp is your first place finisher for Aegis Esports Weekly number 4, the first time champion for this tournament series so far. I'm Salty Boy. You can find me at the @saltshaker_ or Salty Boy under pretty much any other social. And Jsu, what about you?
Yeah, you guys can find me at twitter.com/J2_. You can catch up with the next tournaments that I'm going to be doing. You guys can see me tomorrow at Burst Limit, which is going to be at Boston Blue Beat Online. So hopefully we'll see you guys there. Some more Uni 2 action. It's so busy throughout the week. So much Uni 2 content. And it's a joy to bring it to you guys. And we're